So we want to know where important molting sites are for them because they need a lot of resources to do that. They need a lot of good insects and a lot of protein to grow new feathers. So we want to collect these feathers and
Same feathers?
Same feathers, yep. And run them for stable isotope content, and from stable isotopes we can figure out the latitude where they grew each of these feathers and actually figure out where each bird has been molting.
I can't hear you like that.
So when we've been tracking these guys, we found that they often spend a long time on fall migration in the area of the Yucatan Peninsula, so sometimes up to a month. And we think that they could be using that as an important molt area before they continue on with the rest of their migration. So we'll be able to see if the chemical signatures in the feathers match that location as a molt site. That's why we're collecting those. Great. Where are we at? We're at the geo, right?
Yeah, geolocated.
Okay. 063.
063.
Yeah.
He's ready for the geo.
This guy. Ready to put the geo on. Got it. So I'm getting a diameter on this first leg loop, and for birds in this area, when the diameter is about 26 millimeters, that positions the geolocator right in the center of the bird's back where we want it to be. So there's 26. This leg first. Put the first leg loop on there, and take it way up above the bird's knee.
Yeah, two-banded
Hook it there.
subadult males, the subadult
Bring that
female
under that wing.
in with the ASY and 4 babies.
Yeah, I heard y'all had a woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the longest thread here, put that over the top of the other knee. And bring that back to the center. Do the first little tie here. That's pretty good. And use our special measuring device here.
Here's the cat. Do you have the blue pen or? There it is. Here's the cat pen. Oh.
Okay, first official knot here.
This is an awful friendly bunch over here. This how everybody's waving.
Yeah.
Hey Brent, there's a colored bag underneath his foot down there. Could you just
Pretty good.
You what?
Could you move that colored bag out?
Again.
Parrot bag?
You were talking about sponsorships.
What name was on that one?
City of Corpus Christi.
Yeah, more crazy.
I don't
doing
think they
that
paid a
first
fee
time.
for this anyway.
Not how long it was.
It's the Parks and Wildlife magazine. They'd be proud. I hope.
It's hard to find those fans, Brent.
I cut the edges on this little shim here. They're not quite smooth. Maybe I should trim that up a bit more.
Yeah. Hacked off bird.
That's pretty good. All right. Can I take the bird from you? Famous final check. So, make sure that bird. Sometimes the feathers look better than other times. It's a little worked up. Preen all those over the geo and around it. And smooth. That's pretty good.
Oh, good. Hi,
Okay.
Hey, Linda.
Hey.
I'm all wet.
I must take the record of people trying to break your legs.
Turn that, sir.
So that time we already have we already got the feathers labeled, we already got the blood labeled, so we're ready for the next one.
So that was 13 minutes from the time you took the bag off the line.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And what's still left to do is band and catalog and get the blood sample, goes in a bag, and the feather sample's already in a bag.
Yep.
Everything labeled.
Yep.
And everything's set.
right holes in the back one.
So you use the backhoe and stuff?
Right.
It's gonna be weird.
Do you remember 65? 65.
Ready to go? Let's see.
All the filing is done, John? Yeah.
So you measuring another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. 65 is the weight bag. And the bag is right here with the
What container?
shoe in there, yeah. This is blessing.
The A one.
Are you through with that bird, Brenda?
I think so, Jimmy. Get yourself a photograph.
Y'all want to release it, one of you? Let's go ahead and take him out in the open. Hey, do you want to get her released?
Got him.
Ours is 15.4. Ours is fit 15.4. Weight is 150 even.
Just open your hands. Let him sit on your hand. There you go.
Brown fisted or head fisted?
6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. That's all we need there. So we're collecting these feather samples because we want to figure out where these birds are spending or where they're actually molting. So they might start their molt while they're here in Texas, and we're thinking that they might stop somewhere in the Yucatan Peninsula for as many as a few weeks or a month to complete the rest of their molt before they head on down to South America. But we don't actually know that's what they're doing yet. But by collecting the feather samples, we can take those back to the lab. We can run them for stable isotope content, and stable isotope values vary with latitude. So we can see if the latitude of the feathers matches with the latitude where we see that they're stopping on the way down on migration, and we can figure out where important molting habitat is for martins.
Okay.
Okay, Leanne has a geo bird and she's going to release it. You want to go up closer? Let her rip. That's normal. They always down and then up. I mean. Okay, and here's the return to normal at the end of the project. Once we have enough birds in the bags to account for the geolocators we want to use, which was 15 today, we can unplug all the remaining gourds, let those birds go about feeding their families. We only took one from per nest. There was a parent to feed in each nest anyway. So we're putting the pole guards back on, and we'll finish processing the last few birds, and I think the martins aren't too angry with us.